Apparently, this man, Senator Anthony Adefuye, is a chieftain of the APC, and he has been saying some and awkward things. Not really awkward, but controversial things these days, and people have been debunking, people have been attacking and criticizing what he has been saying. Some are of the opinion, okay, that he knows what he's talking about, but some people are saying that maybe there's an agenda, maybe he's been paid to do some of the things he's doing. But it's an elder statesman that, it's as as at his age, he should know what he's talking about, and he should be responsible and be accountable for every word that comes out of his mouth. Again, what he has said now is that those saying 2023 elections won't hold if Nigeria is not restructured. He said they are drunk, according to Adefuye. He said they are drunk. That is his submission, that if you think that without restructuring that there will be no 2023, meaning you don't know what you are talking about. And meanwhile, the interview he granted, he was asked that prominent leaders from the southern parts of the country have said without restructuring and devolution of powers, there will be no general elections in 2023. Do you share that view? And he was asked that question. He said, I don't share that view. The 2023 elections we hold whether they like it or not. I strongly stand with the report of the 2014 National Conference. I was part of it, and all the people of Nigeria agreed unanimously on the recommendations reached at that conference. So they should implement that 2014 National Conference report. But what the federal government under President Muhammadu Buhari is saying is that when there was a southern president in charge, he did not implement the report. Why are we now forcing Buhari to implement it when he was not the one who convened the conference? But to me, I believe it doesn't matter. If the decision reached the conference is useful, let us make use of it. And I think they should send it to the National Assembly to do the needful. For anybody to say that they have to restructure the country or else elections will not hold, I think they are drunk. There is nothing more than that. I don't believe in people who just wake up overnight and think that everybody must share their own predicaments. Every Nigeria has a right to rightful governance. For somebody to be saying that they have to divide Nigeria is something, if something is not done, I don't think that is the proper way to go. You will see that most of them are disgruntled and failed politicians who gather together believing that is the only way out for them. I don't believe many things that people say without proof or support. I think we have a very good constitution, but how to use it effectively, that is the problem. What is now the problem? If something is good, why can't it be used effectively? And you said you are in the same party with Buhari. Buhari said a southern president organized that conference, that he did not implement it. That is what we are talking about. This tribalism and whatever. When we don't respect institution, we respect individual. How can somebody be saying that? And according to this Adefuye, who is part of, who is a APC chieftain, said it was unanimously agreed. If it was unanimously agreed, then why is it that the president and something that is good is not in tune, or is not, he does not want to recognize it? So what are we talking about? Okay, what he believes in, all his own policies, what have we gained from there? What have people benefited from his own policies, from what he himself believes, the president and the present APC? Because they are feigning ignorance as if they don't even know what is happening. When people begin to talk about restructuring and people begin to remind them of restructuring being part of their manifesto, they will quickly gather themselves just to deceive the people. El-Rufai held the meeting, and which they said, oh, they constituted a committee, which El-Rufai headed the committee, and up to today, we don't even know the report of that committee, which it was part of their own manifesto, part of what they believe in. But now they are trying to tell us that is not the issue. Okay, what the issues are, what have you done, and what all the policies you have been making since 2015, see where it has landed us. But do you know that what they are trying to tell us, that it is the COVID-19 that is causing every problem? Every problem is all about COVID-19 and answers. That is what they want to put all the, to put the blame on that. They of course they are still going back and forth. They are always blaming 16 years misrule of a PDP is what is causing this problem. From 2015 to 2020, this early 2020, what have they done that we could say yes of a truth that we have done XYZ? They will tell you, oh, they have brought a lot of social uh, investment or social whatever social program for people, for vulnerable people, for people living in abject poverty, to be able to distribute to the poorest of the poor. The same thing, like I've always said, there is no government that will not tell you he has done XYZ. All of them, they're just moving around circles. In the era of PDP, they did the same thing. What did they do? They were talking about Shopee or something. Everything just died down. Even the so-called empower they talked about, nothing to write home about it. So what are we talking about? So it is this idea of oh, it is my turn. Let me do whatever I want to do. If whatever you want to do is in line with what people want, or it's yielding positive results, of course, who would have bothered? Nobody will be bothering. People will not be bothering themselves. But at the end of the day, we have institutions like this man just said that I think we have a very good constitution, but how to use it? What is difficult in using the constitution if we have good constitution? It is all about greed and selfishness. I don't know what has happened. I just want to start. That's why they don't. Continuity is a problem in this country. It's all about what I can do, what I can do, what I can do. If somebody has done something in the past, for you to follow through. If the programs are good, no, they will abandon it. They will start all over again. They know what they are doing. They know what they are doing. If restructuring is part of what this government, this party believes in, and they are not doing it, they are not abiding by it, that means these are one of the propagandas people were talking about. They just deceived people because they were telling people what people wanted to hear, and they know that people fell in for it and see what they are doing and behaving as if they don't even know what a restructuring is all about. But this man who is a APC chieftain saying that anybody who is saying, oh, if restructuring is not being done, that means there will be no 2023. You said you are drunk. And that is it. That is his word. That is what he said concerning that. Well, people say if an elderly person eat dodo, that is a fried plantain, his mouth will refuse the truth. A senseless elder serving under Tifnumbu talk nonsense as if he's the owner of Nigeria. APC a failed party. Just like you are drunk, Adefuye, another Murik, always talking to suit you and your cronies. Uganda historian. You will soon wake up from your sober stupor to see the reality of no restructure, no Nigeria. My advice to this man's family is to, with immediate effect, take him to Yaba for possible psychiatric tests before it is too late. Well, let us hear your opinion concerning what he has said, and let's know your thoughts as well. Thank you.